Hey, hello everyone. My name's Ben, and this isn't part of a channel. This is the beginning, the start, and I've decided to video it like many do with YouTube. And basically, a quick intro to my story. So, I'm a paramedic in year 31 in EMS in Indiana, and about a year and a half ago, I thought to myself, what could I do that I enjoy, that's a hobby that doesn't necessarily take me away from home? One thing about public safety, if you're police, fire, EMS, we have multiple jobs. A lot of us, we work 24/48s or we work 12s, and it gives us time off or days off, and we have second, third, maybe even fourth jobs. This year I actually have my full-time job, I have 2 part-time jobs, and I have this doing laser engraving, and I also do some computer stuff on the side. So we all in public safety keep pretty busy. In that search, I got into laser engraving, which I've always thought was cool. I just never really thought that it would be something that would be affordable, that you could start out small, and I started out very small. So about a year and a half ago, I bought a Wayne Lux off of Amazon, I think it was, and I had no idea what I was doing. I mean, I actually probably still don't really know what I'm doing, but I had no idea what I was doing, but I loved it, and the stuff I was making, I was wasting a lot of product, I was burning up a bunch of stuff, but it was really cool, and I wanted to focus on that public safety niche. Making things for firefighters, police officers, paramedics, EMTs, and from there I started watching YouTube, and I have watched literally hundreds of hours of YouTube. So I've got to pay homage to those that I have watched over the last year, names that in the laser world you guys will know instantly. These guys have thousands upon thousands of subscribers and views on their videos. It just blows my mind how they even got so many, and they're polished and they're just really good. That's not me. But anyway, the Louisiana Hobby Guy, Build Dad Build. Those 2 guys have been amazing, are amazing. And I'm not going to be able to name off everybody, but some of the bigger ones: Hobby Guy, Build Dad Build, Buster, Beagle 3D, the Clack Shack, Pawpaw's Workshop, Sam Craft. Just great guys that put out these videos. They look really good. They know what they're doing. And I have learned a lot, so I thank those guys. And The Edge of Tech, that's another one. Saw some really cool stuff, especially on doing painted canvas and white tiles, painted tiles. So I just gotta hand it to these guys and say a big thank you to them. And so I started off. I bought an Xtool D1 10-watt laser, and I've been using that and making some stuff. I started an Etsy store. I called it MedicUP Engraving, and it's not sold a whole lot. I mean, I've maybe made like $300 on Etsy, so I've not sold a whole bunch of stuff at all. But I enjoy making the stuff, and I've given a lot of it away to kind of get my name out there. From there, I kind of moved into print on demand. And there are a lot of videos about print on demand. I actually started a second Etsy store where I started putting some of these designs that I was either making or modifying, putting them on t-shirts, putting them on coffee mugs, making digital prints, and making poster prints. AI has been huge now. Midjourney, creating pictures. It's just incredible what the technology can do. And so that's took me through about the last year. I started that second store. I'm not selling hardly anything on that store. I mean, it just I mean, it just will not take traction for whatever reason. But I keep watching videos, I keep learning, keep trying, and I'm enjoying the journey. Which brings me to tonight. So I wanted to be able to print or to laser jewelry, because fire jewelry is actually a big thing. So my wife actually bought me this Maltese cross, and it's got on there, it's engraved My Hero, and then there's a second part to it. It's a keychain that says come home to me. And I was like, I mean, you know, everyone loves swag, but public safety loves swag, man. The shirts, the jewelry, the tumblers, the coffee mugs, I mean, we love it all. And so one thing that if you're just getting into laser engraving that you will learn is that a diode laser, which is what my Xtool 10 watt is, does not really do metal well. It can do some stainless steel, it can do painted metal like a tumbler, but it doesn't do like shiny silver jewelry because it just reflects off, the laser beam just reflects off of it. So Xtool came out with this thing called the F1, and it's a dual laser, a diode and an infrared laser. And I again watched a lot of video on it, and saved up some money, and I was able to buy one. So that's what literally this is I'm unboxing the Xtool F1. And like I said, I've got no subscribers, I've got no backing. I mean, I bought this with my own money. It wasn't given to me. It's not a demo. None of that. It's just, hey, I thought I would get started by videoing the unboxing and maybe kicking off a YouTube channel that, who knows, maybe it'll grow to be like the big boys. So this is how it came packaged. I think it shipped, I can't remember if it was UPS or if it was USPS. And I also bought a slide extension. I might have to, let's see, let me do it this way. I also bought a slide extension, and that hasn't come yet. So still waiting for that to get here. Because the one thing about the F1 is your laser bed is not very big. So again, it's perfect for coasters, perfect for lasers, perfect for jewelry, lasering jewelry. But as far as doing big items, this is a small desktop laser. So I got this slide extension. If you look on YouTube, you'll see it. It's pretty cool. Still waiting for it to get here. And the next thing I need to get with this is their air purifier, which also looks really cool, because these things produce a lot of smoke, a lot of fumes, especially if you're doing acrylic and you're going to want to have some kind of airflow for your own safety and for the sanity of your family that's in the house with you. So here it is from Xtool. It's got an open strip. This is kind of cool. And it came with, I don't know if it's in here, it probably isn't, that's probably coming separate too, but like a sample pack. It was like a $50 pack where you get, a couple coasters, some wood, a couple things of jewelry, things like that. So this is it. Here's the manual, which I'll probably look through. One thing that Louisiana Hobby Guy said back in the beginning, and it got me because I was that guy, is he said nobody reads the instructions, and then they get on the forums or they get on the Facebook group and they're asking on how to do stuff. And he said, Rich is his name, Rich, the Louisiana Hobby Guy. He's like, did you read the instructions? He says, you'd be amazed at, what you'll learn if you just read the manual. And I kind of took that to heart. I started being like, you know what? I'm that guy. I don't read the instructions. So I probably will look over that. This is just a cloth that for probably cleaning the lens or cleaning the protector thing that it's got. Like I said, I've seen guys unbox these, open them on YouTube. They're packed really well. I'm sure this one will be no different. And I waited quite a bit for this. I actually ordered this in beginning of June, I think. Maybe even the end of May, but it took a while to get here. So, all right, got some things in the boxes. They're along the sides. Maybe I should have showed this. So it's just sitting in this foam case. The boxes were stacked beside it, and here's the unit. So I'll lift it out. And that is, I think, that's it. That's all that's in the box. Put this over here. Like I said, this thing is small. It's pretty amazing, but it's not light. So I think they said on YouTube it was 10 pounds. So a nice, small, compact unit, but it's definitely got some weight to it. I know there's other brands out there, and I looked at some of the others. Like I looked at Laser Pecker, and I even looked at fiber lasers, and just again, baby steps for me because I'm not making any money yet. Hopefully I will someday. So these fiber lasers can be $2,500 for a cheap one, up to $5,000, $6,000, $7,000. So yeah, I went with the next step up for me. But the Laser Pecker is lighter, and it's got this portable thing where it's portable where you can put it on a wall. This I could do on a wall, but it's heavier, so I don't think it's going to work that way. Basically, that's the unit. Let's see what we got here. So there'll be some power cords, power supply. Here is by the way, I've got dogs. You'll hear them in the background. I've got kids. You'll hear them in the background. Like I said, this is not a high dollar production here at all. So some lubricating oil and this USB key. Now this is, again, all this I've learned on YouTube, but one of the safety features that this laser has is this USB key dongle, basically, that you plug into the device to make it work. Here is your vent hose. So like this again will go to the air purifier. I can send it out to the back to this window behind me to try to deal with the fumes from lasering. This is other end of the power supply and the cable to connect to my computer. And there is the sample pack. So some stuff that I can practice on to get started. A little bit of wood. There's a kind of a natural wood round coaster there. Looks like a piece of leather thing. I know there's some business cards. That blue, those are the metal business cards. So that I'm gonna set over here because I will be using that. And then this has a plate that does come with the F1, and it's got these ridges in here. So when you put something on there to cut it, the air flows from underneath, and so it kind of helps with charring. Because when you're cutting wood, you're gonna get charring because you have this at higher power. That's basically it. A couple things I will show you that I've done because it's right here beside me. I've got a couple signs that I've made for people. One's a wedding gift. The other one is a sign request. And so this is what my 10 watt did out of black acrylic, and cut cut the number. It's going to be 10. Cut the number off. And again, the precision is amazing. There's a T. Here's a K. It's going to be called, it's 10 the Outlook Lane is what that sign is. Another sign here. It's a Y. Different font. And this one's for a wedding, 2023. So here's two of the numbers, the 2 and the 3 that are nice and small compared to the bigger. I mean, if you look at this, here's the number 10, which I believe, I think this was like 6 inches tall for this bigger sign. Here's the 23 for 2023 for a couple friends of mine that got married. And so there's the 3, and oh, nice catch. And there's the 2. So you can see the difference, the precision to go down even to this small size and to cut that out of acrylic. So that's a couple things. So I will, when I do post this, I will put the link to my Etsy store, because it's a good way of really just seeing what I've done. I mean, whether you buy anything or not, you know, is up to you. But you can see some of the stuff that laser, the 10-watt laser, the diode that I've had for the last year, some of the things that it can do, because there's a pretty good variety of stuff on there. So hey, thanks to the 5 or 6 people that did watch this, probably all family, because you know, they just felt like they needed to support me. But hey, thanks for watching, and hopefully this is the start of something cool. Have a good night.